I like Ali. Just think his ass like a beat.
You know what? I'm a
Rap
hypocrite.
nigga role model Meech.
I'm a hypocrite because I've never listened to this dude before, and I probably start listening to him now that he's passed away.
Yeah, man. So hey, y'all, welcome to the You Feel Me podcast. We think this shit's live streaming. We don't know. It's the first time we ever did it. Got the new hoodie out right there. My big homie Wayne, he got that You Feel Me podcast short video. I'm wearing the High and Fly hoodie because my You Feel Me podcast hoodie got fucked up when I went to Starbucks today to go get some matcha lemonade. I spilt the shit. The shit did a 360 flip in the air. I caught it with my Kung Fu Matrix grip, but it had fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't right. It wasn't tight. But anyway, welcome to the You Feel Me podcast. We hope this is live streaming. If not, we're going to upload it today. But we're going to talk about, rest in peace, Young Dolph.
Yeah.
Young Dolph is a rapper that I found out about when he first was on World Star Hip Hop. And I just remember him having like a wife beater on and him just like spitting some real lyrics. And like everybody just loved him from that point. And, he was considered like the king of Memphis and he had beef with Yo Gotti, but he really was great in terms of making like a lot of consistent music. And he always had like a banger. Each mixtape had at least one radio hit. And family man, 36 years old, and he died this week. Got shot while he was buying some cookies in his hometown, supporting a local black-owned business. He leaves behind a wife or girlfriend, and I believe 2 kids, and also a very good record label. But the music is only a really small part of the fact that a man got murdered. So, sorry to start this live, stream off on a bad note, but Wayne, man, when you first heard about him dying, what was your thoughts, man?
So I've never really listened to Young Dolph. I'm not a big trap music guy. I know of him. I know about him. I was actually driving home, bro. And you had texted me and you was like, yo, man, they just shot Young Dolph. And I'm like, what? I'm like, what? Like, what happened? Who is they? Like, what's going on, man? And then you said like he was going to get cookies. And I'm like, yo, like for some reason, I just automatically thought of his kids or some shit. But no, like you say, he was supporting the black business, and and you know what else I heard about that cookie spot too is that they had been robbed a few times before.
Yeah, that cookie spot is in the hood, but it's cookies. Like, how you gonna rob them? The fuck is going on out there? Like,
really, man, really, bro.
It's bad, man. Niggas is broke. Like, so But go ahead, bro. My bad.
I actually wanted to start off by saying, to my people, we have to stop this. We have to stop shooting each other. We have to stop getting mad at each other for being successful. But also on the flip side, when we become successful, we have to leave the hood. Like we have nothing to prove to anyone anymore. Yes, the hood helped us by banging our music and letting us, do concerts and get our paper up. But like once that happens, we have to leave. We have to get out of there. We can visit, we can come and see our grandma if she's still living there, but we have to leave the hood. Like for all my artists out there, anybody who's doing anything positive and you're making some paper, if you live in the streets, man, you got to get out of there. You don't owe nobody nothing, bro. You got to get out of there. But my people, we have to stop getting mad at each other. We have to stop that shit, yo. We just, Phyllis and I just spoke about this not too long ago. It's so much easier to get a complete stranger to support you and what you have going on than your own closest friends. Mm-hmm. Like your own closest friends, man, they act stupid. Like they don't know how to work YouTube, but they don't know what else to do. If you know what I mean? Like people just don't want to support you. Like if they got a 9-to-5, they're going to want you to keep your 9-to-5, We got to stop that, man. We got to figure out how to support each other and to be there for each other and stop getting mad when somebody makes some extra paper that we can't make. Yo, if anything, that gives me inspiration to know that I can do it. That's the way I look at it. I'm never mad at nobody for succeeding. So that's something that we have to stop, man. I know niggas is hungry. I know it's crazy out here. I know gas and groceries is going up, man. But look, like we all have dreams and goals, man. And we need to focus on that more than focus on what the other person has that we can take from them. I think that's really the main point out of all this, man. For me, at least, we have to stop this.
I agree, man, that we do got to stop the violence. I have no idea why he got murdered, but I saw the pictures of the dude running out of the white Mercedes with an AK-47 with the extendo. So I'm thinking this had something to do with some gang shit. And that's the one thing I can say about Dolph, that Dolph was never really truly removed from the streets like that. You know what I mean? Like, he still was in that area. He still was a part of that. And the thing about like moving like your people out the hood, hey yo, man, rappers really don't make that much money. Like, niggas might look like they do, but like 99% of that shit is fugazi. You know what I mean? Like, and Dolph, let's say Dolph get like 25,000 a show or some shit like that, right? Depending on where he at. Yeah, that's all good, but you got like 30 niggas rocking with you. Everybody gotta get paid. Niggas ain't there just to smoke and drink. Like, niggas gotta be compensated. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, then you got tour, like you got people, you got pay management. You know, he's independent. So like doing the music thing and all of that shit is really, really dangerous. So since he was an independent artist, he is able to be touched more. That nigga was driving in Memphis in a Lamborghini that everybody know about because he always posted on social media by himself, no security guard, nobody. So he was really about that life. And from what I saw in interviews of his, you know, he was shot at, he been getting shot at since he was 17 years old because he's been trapping since he was 17. So he's been out there in the streets like that. So he don't give a fuck about none of that shit. None of that shit affects him mentally. Like, he has so much PTSD that he understands that shit. It's really hard for motherfuckers to move out the hood, bro, because you gotta move not just you, but like everybody else. And money ain't like available like that. Where these niggas gonna live at? Like my mom still live up north. You know what I mean? Like, I got family that still live up north. If somebody, like, something crazy happens, somebody try to touch them, I gotta go up there to go handle that problem. You know what I mean? I have to go back. Like, I can't take all my cousins out the hood. I can't get all my aunts and aunties out the hood. There's always going to be somebody, if they want to touch somebody, they're going to be able to touch them. And what I'm going to do, not come back? Like, that's some, like, the worst shit in the world. So it's just a lot of factors that come to that shit. I think the main thing is, like, once you become a celebrity, you have to totally remove yourself out of the streets and understand that now you are a business. You are no longer a gang nigga. You're no longer busting traps. If you're going to do something like legal, you need to remove yourself out of that. And that's the goal. Every real gangster nigga I know that's really had big bread, they always wanted to put their money into music or like a clothing line or into like a store because they want that shit to be clean because they don't want to be in that shit no more. But like, some niggas is just shooters. Some niggas is just killers. And I think that's the reason why he died. He was still like had touch in the street. He still had beef with niggas in the street, even though he was a famous rapper. So he never removed himself totally out of the street. So you can't remove yourself from the hood, but you can always remove yourself from the street. And niggas just don't move right. Niggas move like they like untouchable. And that's how he was moving, by himself, solo, dolo, untouchable. And I heard he shot back. That's all well and good, but like, that shit don't matter at the end of the day when you gone. Right. This nigga came out the car with an AK-47 with an extendo, nigga. Like, that's a real stick. Like, he came, and that's just an Audi. That wasn't no fucking like semi-automatic. That shit was, he was ready for war, nigga. That's shit that they use, like terrorists use. And niggas get killed every day, B, with the same type of shit. So this isn't something new. But my whole point is, like, as an MC, as a rapper, and I love Young Dolph. Like, I actually listen to Dolph. Like, I fucks with Dolph. Dolph never was out of Memphis like that. Like, Dolph was never that type of nigga that's like, y'all move to LA. Nah. He lived there sometimes when he did music, but he's from Memphis, nigga. He's from fucking Memphis. So it's just sad that shit happened to him, and it happened in his hometown. Yeah, right. But once you decide to be a rapper, you have to say, yo, the street shit is gone. Your homies can do it. Everybody else can do it, but you got to remove yourself from that shit for real. Because you're an entertainer, man. You no longer in the street. And niggas can't do that because he been doing this shit for so long. That's how he make his money. So it's the mentality that has to change of all of us. And I'm just sorry it happened to him. I don't know what happened though, what he did, but for somebody to shoot your ass 50 times, you did something. This ain't just some rinky dink robbery, nigga. This is a murder. So, only I say rest in power, man.
Let me ask you this. He had a song called 100 Shots.
Yeah.
And I watched that video.
If it ain't
too.
one thing, it's a motherfucking never. We trapped together and that's my motherfucking brother. Nobu and Malibu. Ain't it time to smother. I caught that nigga rush out with Chris Tucker.
Look,
Everybody screaming.
The song,
sorry.
The song, no. In the song, in the hook, he says, 100 shots, 100 shots. How the fuck you miss what 100 shots?
Oh, 100 shots.
But that's again, man, that's
not
I gotta go. It's not good. I gotta go back to like that Lil Wayne funeral, always talking about death shit. It's like you're bringing it on yourself. That's an actual true story. Correct me if I'm wrong. He was shot at like 100 times, didn't get hit once.
Well, yeah, I can shed a little bit light on that story. So I forgot what the festival is, but there's like this big thing where everybody performs at. I think it's in North Carolina. So it's like a big trap rapper, like whole weekend type shit. Okay. So like everybody going to perform. And he had like his infamous like truck out there outside of like the club or whatever. And somebody drove, to the club, I guess, looking for him. And they shot the car up. Dolph wasn't even in the car.
Wow.
The car is bulletproof. So that's the reason why I think that album is called Bulletproof.
Okay.
And if you look at the track list of that album, it's all like, fuck you niggas. Y'all try to hit me, but you couldn't. And like each song is like a whole like, fuck you list of this nigga. Now, this is at the same time he had beef with Yo Gotti. This is right after he released the Yo Gotti this song, Don't Play With Me, Play With Your Bitch. Because Gotti and him had beef.
Mm-hmm.
Black Youngster jumped into the beef. So niggas think cause Black Youngster was there. Niggas think Black Youngster shot up his car 100 times. I tend to possibly think that could happen, but I don't know. I ain't there. I don't know what the fuck going on with these niggas. But Memphis is a place where if you want to survive on the street, you gotta be willing to put in some serious work. You can't just talk. You gotta really do it. So I just want to provide all that context there.
Right.
He wasn't in the car. It was more like a warning thing. Like 6 months or a year after that, he got shot up in LA too. Mm-hmm. He got shot 3 times in LA. Shot in the ass, shot in the shoulder, or shot in the chest. And he survived. He was in critical condition, but he survived. And then, he got out and he's been good ever since. Ain't nobody heard about nothing else, but I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but he must have beef with somebody. Or this might be beef from that long ago. Cause niggas don't forget about shit. Niggas is ready.
So
go ahead.
Speaking of having beef, I'm hearing a lot of talk that Soulja Boy may have, I know they had beef. Soulja Boy had a interview on the Breakfast Club last week, I think, man, and they're always fucking entertaining. But he said some shit about about him then. Do you think Soulja Boy had okay. All right. Then.
I think Soulja Boy is cap.org.
Okay.
I think first of all,
then they can't get a .com, man.
Nah.
Goddamn.
First of all, if I ever run into him, I would say, I mean, that's way off. Yeah. But if I ever run into that nigga, I would definitely give him his flowers because Soulja is goatish. Not in terms of hip hop, in terms of being able to be gone for like 5 years and they get everybody's attention. Mm-hmm. Like somebody told me that niggas don't, like young boys don't even know why we call him Soulja Boy. They call him Draco. Like, do you know how famous that nigga is on TikTok, bro?
No, I don't.
How the fuck is Soulja Boy famous on TikTok? Like, that nigga's been around since 2003, bro. He's almost been in the game for 20 years. So I think he just did that shit. Like, he was talking about Young Dolph because Young Dolph is very popular on Instagram and Twitter. I, of course, didn't know. I know he didn't know Young Dolph was going to die, right? But his reaction to it was just like a nigga's reaction when they got beef with somebody. Like, man, fuck that nigga. but you don't do that like in hip hop and like in society. It's frowned upon. You know what I mean? Like, that's frowned upon. You can't be like in the street, you can be like, yeah, man, fuck that nigga. I spit on his grave. But like in the world, nigga, you just can't do that shit, man. You lost your mind. Like, Soulja Boy really do got like offers from like Atari. Like, that's not no cap. Like, he really is like a, that's
that
not
real shit. Is that real shit though?
He's not the CEO. I think he's just a brand ambassador.
Got you. But it's real shit. Like he cause he talking about 100
they
mil.
came out and said it. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. That's probably like 10 grand. He's a brand ambassador, nigga. It's not like, yeah, I mean, like, this nigga talking. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's like Cap City. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, this nigga he's a liar, but it's like he's doing it for entertainment value. He understands the game. Like, he's an entertainer. Like, remember he had beef with 50, like, but you know, he got kicked off the tour because they're going through Memphis and through the South.
Oh, recently he got kicked off.
Yeah, he got kicked off for like 10 dates.
The Kitty tour, right?
It's the Millennial tour. It's actually for us, nigga. It's for us, nigga.
Yeah, that's true.
We the ones to be fucking up there, raising the roof.
Hell yeah.
B2K and all them motherfuckers out there. What's that nigga? Sammy? I think that nigga, man.
Yeah. Little Sammy.
Yeah, little Romeo. I never liked none of these goofies.
We was too old, man. You know.
No, nigga, we was right there. We was in high school. That's when it was popping.
Yeah, but that was more catered to like middle school. Because I do remember like the little high school girls singing this shit. But I mean, we talking about the freshman girls, you know?
Well, so you don't remember, you never did Superman that whole none of that shit? Nigga?
No, I remember because I never did, man, because that was back in my leadership. I was all like, hey, y'all listen to this? Y'all, you guys listen to this guy? You guys are youing and shit? Like this nigga said you, and y'all like, oh, okay. So no, I missed out on all that.
Blunt doing that shit. I like that shit. That shit was fun. That shit was fun, nigga. That nigga was having a ball.
It was fun. Jumping. It was fun, man. I was just being a little hating ass bitch.
Big ass white tees, them long ass fucking chains. Yeah. That shit was fun, nigga. I had me a big ass long fake chain. What? And I was like 350 back then too. So I was wearing 6X's no matter what. So that just fit in.
That's a whole nightgown you had on, G.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas was straight up wearing 90s.
Niggas be like wearing like smalls, but they like larges. Like they should wear larges. So that's how much that shit's changed within that time period. Like motherfuckers be like guts be just hanging out of t-shirts. And they wear the real tight t-shirts. What's them shit called? You know, the slim cuts. And they be grown ass fat men wearing that shit. Like it ain't never used to. It wasn't like that. So anyway, Soulja Boy, I don't think he in no real trouble. He always got something to say. I don't think niggas in the street really take him serious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What points you gonna get for fucking up Soulja Boy?
I don't know. I don't think at this point it's about points, man. Because sometimes niggas just run their mouth too much. Yeah. And he mad disrespectful sometimes, man.
I mean, somebody might run in his jaw, but like, I mean, he's been beaten up. Remember he was in LA talking about he's a blood. Remember like 3 years ago he was doing that?
No.
Yeah. It's a video of him getting tossed and him running away from like real gang members. He was walking around Compton acting like he was that nigga. Like, he's a goofy, man. Like, he's an entertainer. He's a joke. It's a joke. Like, it's not, you like, nigga, no one, I don't know nobody that be like, yo, Draco really put in work. Of course not.
I don't know nobody that really called that nigga Draco like that, man. Like, what made you so dope that niggas gave you like a hood name, bro? If that nigga got a hood name, I deserve a hood name too, man.
He invented one.
Yeah, he gave it to himself. Yeah. I guess that's what I gotta do, man.
He's a rapper though, so you know, barely a rapper. So
here, let me ask you this though, Fearless. Let me ask you, you know, I had asked you this before, but I want you to speak on it on the podcast, man. As a rapper, you're a rapper yourself, and I ask you, does this not make you afraid for when like you hit it, for when you make it big, and when people start listening to you? Like, I know you don't live where you came up from, but if you go back there for whatever reason, because you still got family there, whatever, does this not make you afraid to make it big? And you know, people like might want to see you out in the streets, man, the same way that they did him. Like, you can go and get you some Starbucks with your wife. You know what I mean? And niggas just want to try to come and see you. Like, does this not make you afraid? How do you move differently? How do you combat? Like, what do you do? How do you feel?
Nah, I think I've always already had that energy though. Like that's the reason why, like when we talk, you be like, "Damn, nigga, like, nigga, you trying to take a gun to the state fair?
Yeah.
What the fuck you trying to take a gun to the state fair for? You ain't think there was gonna be metal detectors there, nigga? You stupid." Like I'm always like that. Like I already been through enough rap bullshit with niggas that's on the like the most lowest local level. You know what I mean? And that's the worst because like everybody trying to prove something and none of us got no fans anyway. So you could easily get murdered and it'll just be a local bullshit. So imagine that 20 times. Plus I'm from Delaware. It's from a small place that nobody really is like made it at. Like imagine if I pop off or like Homage pops off or like Bobby De Niro pops off or like Fats pops off or all these niggas that's trying to do it. You know what I mean? Like they gonna have tremendous hate. I'm just always like ready for that shit because I've been like that. Because I've been through it. So this hit me that it was Young Dolph, but it didn't hit me like, oh, you know what I mean? I'm a rapper. I need to move different. Nope. I've always moved like that. I always check who's driving behind me. I always make sure before I pull into my apartment complex that I'm looking both ways. I always got my hand on my gun when I open and close the fucking door. I always got at least one gun on me and a knife. I always, you know what I'm saying, keep my hands tight. I always make sure that I'm not, you know, getting too motherfucking out of shape where I can't move and run. I'm always checking to see who's coming in and out of the door. I always make sure that I sit towards the door. I have somebody with me that can see the fucking door. Anytime I'm at the ATM, I got somebody watching my motherfucking back. I always check my peripherals. Like I'm from up north, nigga. Niggas get robbed on the street and it don't matter who the fuck you is. So like I was trained like that. Like my street smarts is impeccable. I've been through it. You know what I mean? I seen niggas get robbed, niggas try to rob me. I have big homies run through my pockets before. Like I've had all types of shit happen to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I mean? So, certain shit. So that you see as being an inner city kid. So I'm always like that. So if I do get famous and I do hit the bag, it's just going to go up to another level. I already got bulletproof vests. And I ain't nobody even know who the fuck I am. You know what I mean? Like when I perform, I'm wearing that shit. Nobody know me. I don't even have that vibe around me. I don't think like, oh, we gonna kill niggas or whoop de whoop. Nah, I'm all about the music, but that doesn't mean that another person won't do it. So to me, it just reinforced everything I already do. Like, yes, I need to get more sticks. Yes, I need to have more guns on me. Yes, I need to be more trained. Yeah, I need to be aware of my surroundings.
So wait, it's like you're just getting successful so you can buy more shit to protect yourself.
Nah, it's the fact that you can't expect to be in a particular field and not deal with the problems that field presents. Feel me? So like, if you're going to be like on some old software developer shit, what does that come with? Well, it comes with you sitting down a lot. It comes with you working 18-hour plus days. You know what I mean? It comes with you having certain diseases you probably going to get. You know, your fingers going to get wore out. Your eyes, you're going to probably have eye deterioration. You have mental issues because, you know, the way you process, you got to think, process elimination type of shit. It comes, everything that you do comes with something. Music, hip hop, rap, gangster rap, trap comes with niggas trying to kill you or take what you got. If I was Bruno Mars in this bitch, I ain't got to worry about a lot of that shit, right?
Right.
24 Magic in this motherfucker. But also, I got to worry about the record label being on my dick to make another hit every fucking day. So it just comes with things. You got to be prepared for it. If not, you're going to get ate alive and you're going to be gone. Happened to me. Couldn't deal with the pressures of having beef with niggas. I stepped aside, let the motherfuckers have it. Fuck it. Came back in. It was just like, you know what? This time, I don't give a fuck what niggas are talking about. It's on. And you have to have that mind state because you're in a competitive sport. So, or a competitive career. That's the way I look at it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to shy away from this motherfucker wanting to put hands on me or kill me because he don't like my art. Like, fuck you, nigga. And Edgar Allan Poe had haters. It's the same shit. Niggas hate everything. So fuck them. But if you think about it in the grand scheme of things, how many rappers do we got in the game right now, Wayne?
Quite a bit, man.
How many times
Like
you heard
2,
them
3
getting
million?
shot at? Yeah. How many times have you, this shit happens once in a very blue moon.
But it happens though. It's like,
Yeah.
I hate that. What you just said is people they always bring up like, this doesn't happen all the time, but it happens. This shit never happens in country music. Never.
But we talked about nigga, they be fighting though. They be
But
fighting.
so what? I would much rather Young Dolph get his ass beat than him not be here today.
Me too, but that's kind of not how that gang trap lifestyle is, bro. They don't do hand shit. They all scared to fight. You know how that go. Niggas is shooting first. And it's kind of like that, because if you get beat up in the street fight, right? That nigga that you beat up is going to come back with something worse.
Mm-hmm.
Because of pride and ego and envy. You know, real simple shit. And, you know, not to do self-promotion, but, you know, this is our podcast, so fuck niggas. You know what I mean? We talked about this for one on Do You Need a Stick episode. And for two, if you listen to my album 5, the first song literally is Ain't No Game, Ain't No Joke. Like, I'm talking about this shit.
Yeah.
If you want to be in this shit, it's not a game. Be prepared. Move correctly. And also, I think it's really a lot to do with how you come in the game and who you fuck with. Like, this shit, you'll never hear this shit happen in like other aggressive trap rappers. You know what I mean? Like, they got just way better like infrastructure put in place to make sure shit like this don't happen. And when it does, it gets handled on the background. Like, I always tell people like Jay Prince and his son, they like the best people to sign with, man. Not only do they have a whole army, but they know so many of the key players in every state that does this trap shit on a high level that they're able to have those conversations. Like, somebody snatch your chain, he's able to get that shit back to you like within a day. That's some real boss level shit. You need connections like that. So I don't know how Dolph was in that term, but it just like surprised me. Like, you never heard this shit like happening to certain people, but they even try to kill 2 Chainz. So
yeah,
in LA, they try to rob him. So it can happen, man, but it's a part of music, art music.
Right. That's
I mean, even Chris Brown be knocking niggas out, so he ain't even safe in R&B.
Let me
Chris Breezy crazy.
I would like to switch topics if that's cool. But before I do, I just want to again say rest in peace to Young Dolph.
Yeah,
his family, his wife, she was on the news and she was, you know, and I heard that they're still going to do he does a yearly turkey drive for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is next week, bro.
That's the thing that pissed me off. Like,
you know,
that's a summertime hit. I know that sounds stupid, but like,
I feel what you're saying, though.
Yeah, I mean, like, damn, nigga, like, you ain't. That's what I'm saying. He had to do something. It couldn't have just been like, I said a bar about this gang or fuck these niggas or whoop-de-whoop or me having beef with Yo Gotti. Like, no, I'm pretty sure Yo Gotti didn't send this hit out. Like, come on. Like, it's no way. Like, niggas is mad old. So, something happened. We probably never know. That shit probably just gonna stay in the streets. But, you know, we've lost Nip. Nip was in his hood at his store.
Yeah.
We lost Dolph. Dolph was in his hood up the street from crib or whatever. We've lost a lot of rappers to getting locked up. You know what I mean? Like Rollo, he still ain't out. YMB Millie, I think that nigga just got out or might be getting out. He had murder charges for killing his best friend. This shit is real dangerous. Just because you make music now doesn't mean that you still connect to the streets. But the best thing to do, in my opinion, is to get out of that shit and just focus on the music. If you got the talent enough to make it, bro, you made it, bro. Like, leave that shit alone. Like, Pooh Shiesty is one of the most gangsterest niggas in hip hop because Pooh Shiesty literally robbed his plug and then made a song about it that became a hit song. Yep. If I take your shit, come get it back in blood. He wrote that, he freestyled that shit, and it happened the day before, bro. Like,
Damn.
these niggas ain't playing, man. Like, that's what I'm saying. It ain't no game. It is not no joke. So be prepared. Have a crew. Get them niggas that ain't got nothing going on. Get them ready. And you can move the right way. That's all I got to say. Rest in peace, man. Dolph.
Gotcha. Let's move over to another topic. It's been a bad week.
It's been a bad week. Trash. It's been a shitty month, to be honest with you.
Yeah, word. Kyle Rittenhouse was found not guilty for killing people. That's really fucking annoying. But I knew that that's what was going to happen. Especially, I think it was early this week when they said they were going to drop the was it the gun charges? The gun charges, yeah. I think. Mm-hmm. And without that, they really didn't have anything, nothing, So sure enough, the dude got off. He's scotch free. He gets to walk around.
No charges.
None. And it should have probably happened. Something else will probably happen again. Because usually what happens when people commit a crime and they get off, they start to think they're untouchable. And these niggas will do any fucking thing. Because really, if you think about it, bro, you beat the law. You beat the law. So yeah, you are pretty fucking untouchable. It's one thing to get shot and survive. It's one thing to beat the fucking law.
Yeah.
Like this dude is going to just like run the streets like he's God or something. But I wanted to get your take on that, man, because he's a young dude. So of course, with that, he's not necessarily stuck in his ways yet. So he can be rehabilitated if he wanted to. But I wanted to get your thoughts on that. How do you feel about him getting off? How do you feel about him? Do you see any rehabilitation in his future? What do you see for his future? And most importantly, let's talk about the jury and the judge.
Okay. Let's talk to my barber about this, actually. Give me a line up. Shout out to Waylon Barber, man. If you're in the Richardson, Texas area, niggas super nasty with it, man. So lineups right there. And mad cheap too, man. All right. This is my opinion. I am a person that believes wholeheartedly in gun rights and gun ownership. Proper gun ownership, by the way. Get trained, practice, take some lessons, get your actual license. I got license in multiple states, actually, because I don't live everywhere. And them shits just don't run out. They be like 15 years. So anyway. All right. Okay. So this is my opinion. He went there to that protest supposedly to protect people's private property, because people's like stores and shit and houses and shit was getting ransacked and burnt the fuck up. He felt that need and the call to go ahead and do that. If it was his community, then I would understand that. But it wasn't. He went up there with an AR-15, a full gamut of munitions, different types of flashbang shit like that, military grade type shit. Even was dressed up as if he was there for like war.
Mm-hmm. On some January 6th shit.
Right? Understand tensions are high at the time in this world, in the country. Trump, whoop de whoop. Drives up there. I think it's just like 2-3 hours away. So within that time, you go in there looking for something. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a long. I would turn around like after the first hour, like, man, fuck this shit. I'm going home. I'm going back to the crib. Yeah. This shit's mad far. But nah, he went up there to like prove something. Seen mad videos of him talking like, hey, be careful, guys, in the street. The dude, Rittenhouse, saying a whole bunch of stuff like, hey, we're not here to hurt nobody. We're just here to protect people. And then you hear other shit and see other videos of him like, yeah, I came here to, ready for war and shit like that. The fact that he was getting beat the fuck up and he shot somebody, if that was what happened solely, I'd be like, yo, he should have got off. But all the circumstances surrounding it, him traveling 10,000 hours to get there, him actually going there on some military grade shit, the fact that he's walking around with an AR-15 in the motherfucking street lets me know he was waiting and wanting to use this shit. if you there's a what's that shit called? Taxi Cab. That movie was about a dude that went to war, wanted to go to war, and his whole like thing, he wanted to like kill somebody basically because he felt like the government was wronging him. I feel like that's the energy that we have right now, and that's what I feel like Rittenhouse was on. He was on like some government and the liberal media and all this shit is against us, and he felt like all of this shit was because they were trying to destroy the country and the American dream. So when when he was out there, he was automatically looking like a target. And supposedly he shot at somebody before he got beat the fuck up. Then they beat him up and he killed them people. That motherfucker had that shit in his mind that if somebody fucked with him, he was going to smoke them. Mm-hmm. That to me is criminal intent. He didn't plan it, but he had the intent to fuck somebody up because he drove out there with a huge rifle to go fuck somebody up. That's just for house protection or for hunting. It ain't for going down the street to go smoke somebody unless you want to go smoke somebody. So the judge didn't get fucked by nothing. Obviously him and Trump are butt buddies. And not Trump in general, but the people that follow him, like that alt-right organization. That judge was straight alt-right. He had no, he's supposed to be objective. He's supposed to be a non-biased person. That judge was not biased. You could tell just how the way he was moving, for one. The legal defense and all that shit, they was doing their fucking job. I'm not mad at that. The fact that boy got up there and started crying like a little bitch and became a meme, I'm not mad about that. He trying to get off. But overall, for this whole situation, I feel like justice failed because they couldn't get it past the jury in the jury's mind that if you drive 3 hour or how the fuck close, you drive somewhere, you got a big ass rifle and you look like you're ready for war and you kill somebody, doesn't it seem like that's what you came up there to do?
Right.
That's the part that's missing. That's the part. Yes, he was protecting himself when he was getting jumped. Yeah, if that was me, them niggas would have been dead too. So sorry. But I would have never went out there to go kill a whole bunch of people. Or what the fuck, man? Like, So that's the thing. That's how I feel about it, Wayne. Justice was not served. Something's up.
Justice is never served. If you think about it, and it sucks because when it finally is served, we're surprised. We as a black people are surprised. You know,
we party.
We party.
We
yes,
have parties.
And you know what? This, as crazy as this sounds, please hear me out. As crazy as this sounds, I really believe that this is all like payback from OJ, because you know OJ, he got off.
Still mad about that shit.
Still mad. White people still pissed off about that, and they said, "Yo, from now until the end of time, we gonna make sure we get all us off and get all y'all on. Y'all going in, bro." I do kind of partially believe that on some, on some conspiracy theory type shit, But
like that tin hat you got on.
Yeah.
You talk about me. I thought I was the crazy motherfucker.
But you got it has to make a little bit of sense though, man. Like just a little bit. It's like, come on, But honestly, this makes me afraid for Armaud Arbury, his case.
Oh God, yes.
This makes me so afraid because if they can let this little white dude get off, like they may let these other 2 white dudes get off for shooting this dude for jogging. Like, excuse me, I know they may have had like a little beef before in the past, but if y'all can muster up watching that video, man, it's nothing. Like, you can barely get through it. Like, they shot the dude and you see him just kind of like walk and stumble and fall. Like you're watching somebody get murdered.
Yeah.
And they can still fucking get off, man.
Yep.
Like they can still get off like it's no, and that's what I mean. This makes me so afraid. Like if this dude, just like you said, drove 2-3 hours, shot it up, no doubt they gonna let these other people off. This makes me so afraid for our future. Like I have a son, like I have a 2-year-old son, and I want him to be able to walk to the store. I want him to be able to play with his friends and shit like that and go up the road without being fucking bothered. Like it's tough, man. It's tough. And it's stuff like this. Cause like this fucking dude, Kyle Rittenhouse, he's going to be able to go out and have a wife, have kids, a full normal life
and get
full
money.
life.
You know he gonna get
because
money
of
from
this.
auto alt-right niggas. He already had a GoFundMe. They shut the shit down. So he's gonna go out there and do all types of fucking pro-gun NRA type shit. And I like the NRA, but this is ridiculous. They're gonna use this motherfucker as like their poster boy. You know, even no matter what he believes.
And what's the dude named Matt Goetz?
I don't fucking know. Maybe.
You know, one of him.
I think it's Matt Coates.
Matt Goetz. Okay. I think he has already offered to give him a job if he were to get acquitted. Yeah, and working from him, I think, and you know he does shit with Fox News too.
Yeah.
So come on, man, like
damn.
Come on. What the fuck are you rewarding this dude for?
For killing somebody,
for surviving,
yeah.
I'm not liking this world anymore, man. I'm not liking this.
Wayne, you're right that you should not be scared, but I feel your trepidation because you have a son, a black son.
Mm-hmm.
And that's some scary ass shit, man. Like my dad used to always, like, when I was young, man, he used to always like tell me about the police and how the police ain't shit. And, you know, as I became an adult and had more interactions with the police, I've always had like that balance of understanding, like, yo, there's some good police, but there's some bad police, just like there's good people and there's some bad people. But when you see shit like this about the justice system and how easy it is to automatically get identified because of the color of your skin, that shit is scary. The fact that you can walk down the street and you get smoked, that is some scary shit. Like, imagine you getting chased in a truck. Like, this is 1960s.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then these niggas stopping, y'all arguing, and he just smokes you. Like, I would say that these situations happen and hopefully gets handled better in the future. And we can have the possibility where less people get off for committing murder. Because that's all this is, man.
Mm-hmm.
But what's the solution? Like, we can protest, you know, we can try to get more local politicians in office, better judges, you know what I'm saying? But we all have to come together and try to think about it, because the other solution is to do, you know, violent retaliation.
Either that, or I really think that it's time for us to leave. Like, the only way we'll truly be free is to leave the country. Yeah. I know that sounds just far-fetched, but I mean, it's
fucked up everywhere else too, though. Like,
yeah,
but I mean, bad everywhere.
Is there no part? Is there no part of the world that's that hasn't been touched yet that we can just kind of start over in?
Nah, Germany used to be, but then, you know, all the people started coming over, and now that's just fucked up. That's just alt-right. You know what I mean? So Germany's like an alt-right country now because they got fucked up from the immigrants. Mm-hmm. And you know what I mean? What you gonna do? Go to Mexico? Yeah, you can. And it's not that bad there for immigrants, but you can still get smoked there too. It's like developed world-wise. Nah, they kind of hate us everywhere. You know, like you can't even get into Canada unless you have a reason. Yeah. They ain't letting niggas in. You know what I mean? You have a job. So
there's really nothing else that we can do besides retaliate, besides shoot back.
I don't think
even the peaceful protests, they don't want us to peacefully. They just want us to shut up and put our hands in our pocket and put our heads down and walk the fuck away. Bro. We got to start busting bullets.
Nah, man, that's not the option, bro. Because you're gonna end up. The Black Panthers try to do that shit. The Nation of Islam try to do that shit. We was doing that to protect
ourselves, man.
Yeah, but they also was planning to do like a hostile, you know, front against like police and people that were attacking them, you know, just to protect themselves. People get murdered in the street. They're like, fuck that, nigga. You come over here, we're going to smoke a cop. We'll kill your ass if you come around here trying to fuck around. So that's where a lot of that shit started. You know, that's how the Black or the Bloods and the Crips started. My whole point is that violence is an option for certain things. I'm not going to act like I'm not a person that wouldn't smoke somebody for trying to fuck with me. That's stupid. That's a lie. I would, and I wouldn't give a fuck about it. My point is that when it comes to like more of a societal type of thing, things of this nature do help spur change. Because when Emmett Till got murdered, remember that?
Mm-hmm.
That there changed the world. Shit like this changes the world. And it's just going to take more time and us being a lot more diligent, just like we are. Like us posting on social media about how this is injustice, about the fact that we have so many organizations and so many people with power saying shit. And I feel
when
like
we do that, who are we
changing.
talking to? Who are we talking to when we do that?
We're talking to the elitist and the elitist white Americans, and also to the conservative white Americans that are racist. We are talking to anyone there that's bigoted, and we are trying to show them like, yo, y'all can't get away with this shit because we will destroy y'all. And it's not about violence. It's more about economics. As you can see, bro, canceling does work. The companies are afraid to do anything. Like the Suns owner being all racist and him just supposedly saying the word nigga. That nigga about to lose his whole franchise, bro. Like you can't do certain shit in certain places. That's what I'm saying. Violence is not the answer because violence is going to make more violence that we all just going to end up killing each other. Nah, you got to handle that shit very, very, very smart and be strategic the way you move. And I feel like we as a black people, the BLM movement does work because we put pressure on companies and put pressure on to get certain racist ass motherfuckers out. If you find out you racist, you the fuck gone. And we have so many white allies now that to me personally, that's very important. Because that's how it was during the civil rights movement. The more white powerful people that you have in place being like, yeah, we support ethnicity and minorities and gender fluidity and all of that, it helps, man. It really does help. So I understand being angry and being like, yeah, we should just kill these niggas. No, but protect yourself at all times. Get sticks. They do it. You do it too. Like,
well, we have to bust them though. When you get them, don't just do them just to make people afraid. And if I can go back, I honestly believe the only people that when we talk that shit online, the only people we're talking to is us, and we agree with us. Like they have their own shit to follow. Like the people who already agree with us are probably following us and they're saying the same shit. The allies that we have
things are changing.
No, what's changing?
I think things.
What's changing, bro?
I think that. I would say
he just got off. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that nigga got off. Yes, Rittenhouse got off. But the cop that killed not everyone gets off is all I'm saying. Like, not everyone's getting off. Like, things are changing. I do see things changing, certainly for us as like a community in terms of how we are being viewed in American society. But this shit it's when you trying to make a change, man, it's going to be a lot of people that die. And I just don't think that violence is the answer, man. Like, listen. It's from a nigga that is violent. So I don't think violence is the answer. Not for social change.
I don't feel like violence is the answer either. But we've done everything. I'm not saying like, let's fuck it. Let's just go and do it as much as we may need to. I don't feel like violence is the answer. But what else do we do, man? Even black people, even we cancel the wrong people. Nigga, we'll get behind Bill Cosby and R. Kelly and all that. We won't even cancel them niggas fully. But when white people come around and want to cancel, this for an example, when white people come around and want to cancel Travis Scott, they're like, oh yeah, well, we're going to cancel him too. No, fuck that. We need to figure out who we want to cancel and stop making them cancel our people. Like, don't follow behind Bill Cosby and Michael Jackson and them niggas. They did that shit. All right. Don't let them make us cancel Travis Scott because they can't keep up with their fucking children. I'm sick of that shit, bro.
Now,
like, what else do we fucking do, man? What else do we do?
I think that we're going towards exactly what we need to do. More power for African American people mean that we have more influence. More influence means that we can change the world. Now, there's always going to be some white, crazy, psycho motherfucker. Like Rittenhouse ain't got no power. He's a fucking goofy. But there's always going to be some psycho that's going to want to kill somebody.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that us as people will kill each other sometimes. But we won't just go and kill that nigga. But, hey, I don't know. We have something wrong with our whole mentality, the way that we all brought up. So that's where we need to start, is from the root of this shit. Who's the real enemy? Is it your brother across the street that might talk some crazy shit to you? Or is it Rittenhouse, the nigga that just killed a black dude, a white dude, another fucking dude? Like, who's the real enemy? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you got black people that's in the alt-right community. Like, high-level leaders in that shit, too. So, it's all fucked up. And it's been like this since the start of America. I don't think we should leave because there ain't nowhere else to go. So we might as well still stay here and deal with our shitty country sometimes and really try to work it out. Because if you go to Haiti or if you go to Jamaica or if you go back to Africa, nigga, you ain't from there. They will smoke you too. And they don't give a fuck about no cops. So ain't nowhere to go. Can't go to London. They hate niggas. England hate niggas too. Ain't nowhere to go, bro. Can't go to China. They don't understand us. They look at us, take pictures of us like we celebrities. Ain't nowhere to go. We all go to mountains. So this situation, in my opinion, Rittenhouse got off. He shouldn't have got off. It was real fucked up. But the Aubrey motherfuckers, they ain't getting off. If they get off, bro,
I hope you're right.
If they get off, I'll change my mind.
How about what, being violent?
Yeah, now it's time for some shit to really pop off. Like, now we gotta start, like, but remember, we was already violent. We already burned down Chicago and burned down fucking Atlanta and burned down New York. Like, it was riots all last year. They fucked up the whole country. That's just gonna happen again this year. Let them niggas get off and see what happens, bro. And I'll be right out there with y'all. AR-15 looking like Rittenhouse.
Word.
I'm right, because that's some bullshit, because that nigga got chased down. You can't do that. That nigga was not a threat. He had no gun. You want to still kill him? Mm-hmm. Come on, bro. Let's be honest, man. Let's be real about the whole situation. So, yeah, that's how I feel, man. It's not the time yet, but stay on standby, man. Get your sticks up.
You say it's not the time yet. I feel you, but I think there is no such thing as, the time. You know what I mean? I think we need to make the time. Like, there's no specific date. Like, December 13th, this when we ride. Like, nah, nigga. You know, we need to stop all this date shit and be like, yo, let's just do it. There's no such thing as a right time. There's no right time to have a baby. There's no right time for anything, my nigga. So let's just do this shit, man. And if it happens that they do get off, I think that would be the perfect time, man. Because quite honestly, I'm getting a little tired of this. We have to be humble and not say anything shit. We're better than that, man. We're stronger.
I don't think we have to be humble, and I think we can say whatever the fuck we want. Shit, you see us now. You know what I mean? And I feel like people with larger platforms are saying something.
Yeah.
One more quick thing before we get out of here, bro.
Yeah.
You heard about LeBron James and Enes Kanter?
No. What happened?
So Enes Kanter is a savage. This motherfucker, he said, Enes Kanter said, he called out Nike. And basically what he said was like, Nike, you guys support the Black Lives Movement, which is wonderful. You support the Asian American Protection Act, which is wonderful. You protect you support the Pride community, which is wonderful. And not only do you support them, but you also give resources to help these different people. Why don't y'all support the same movements that's basically happening in China? Why don't y'all support the stopping of the slavery of your products being made? These people getting paid 15 cents an hour. Why don't you support the fact that the Chinese Communist Party is killing members of the Pride community in China because they think it's unclean and evil? Why don't you support them? And then he said, LeBron James, in a tweet, he was like, LeBron, you should stand up for this movement as well and stop being a pawn of Nike. And LeBron James turned around and said, I'm not going to give none of my energy to what Enes Kanter said. Mm-hmm. Do you think LeBron is wrong?
No, because you get to pick and choose what you stand for.
Okay.
And on top of that, Nike has made LeBron a billionaire. Nike, not the NBA. Nike has, right?
Yeah.
But no, it kind of goes back to you get to stand up for what you want to stand up for. And that's what I love about LeBron is LeBron stands up for us. He stands up for his people. And it's funny you brought that up because I feel like LeBron, that's why people don't like LeBron. That's why people hate LeBron. And when they compare him and Jordan, they always say Jordan and Jordan's this and Jordan's better and this and that. It's not because Jordan's a better player. It's not because LeBron has switched teams. It's because LeBron stands up for what he believes in. He stands up for his culture. He stands up for his people. And Michael Jordan did not do that. Michael Jordan said Republicans buy Jordans too. Michael Jordan, like you have that story with Chameleonaire where he was like, yo, can I meet Michael Jordan? And Michael was like, oh, no, I'll talk to them niggas. I absolutely believe that that's true. Michael don't give a fuck. Michael divorced his black wife and got some 102-pound skinny ass white chick. You know what I mean? So no, LeBron stands up for his culture and LeBron is the biggest thing in the NBA now. And everybody knows that LeBron's voice travels. And no, if Enes Kanter wants to stand up for this, make this his moment, give this his energy, cool. You do that. Don't call on other people. Don't expect LeBron or anybody else to drop their sponsorship because of some shit that you found out. Like stand up for what you believe in. Perfect. But if you go do that shit to KD, do that shit to Paul George, do that shit to everybody who didn't have a Nike contract. Don't call out LeBron James because he's bigger and better than you and he's the best thing in the NBA. Call out every fucking body. He's doing that shit because he's trying to get noticed. And that's what LeBron said. He's trying to use his name for him to stand up on his little soapbox. Don't fuck with LeBron. Do your shit, bro. If you're not down with, for the slavery in China, cool. Use your voice for that. Use your celebrity for that. Don't get mad at LeBron for that shit, bro. LeBron has other shit to worry about. LeBron has a fucking school that he has to worry about. LeBron has a fucking Space Jam that he has to worry about. And then on top of that, LeBron has his own fucking family that he has to worry about. And he sits down there and most importantly to me, a black man, LeBron sits there and uses his celebrity to speak out on against the atrocities that's been happening to us. When Kyle Rittenhouse was over there, trying to muster up some tears and shit, that was LeBron. That was like, nigga, stop. You just had some lemon heads before you got before you got to court. Fuck that shit, man. We are the people that he stands up for. That's why I love LeBron. The shit that's happening in China isn't LeBron's hill to die on. You do that shit. You do that shit. Stop trying to find people to jump on you and say anybody who rides with LeBron and has helped him with the things that he's done or agree with him. That's people doing that shit out of their own will because they believe him too. And they're not trying to get anything out of it. Like Enes Kanter is trying to get LeBron canceled. He's trying to shit on LeBron because LeBron, you don't have enough energy to stand for everything. You can't have enough energy for that. So Enes Kanter, you do you. You stand, you wear your little shoes your little portrait shoes that shows whatever the hell you want it to show, whatever you want people to know that's going on. And that's dope. That's dope, bro. You keep doing you. Leave LeBron's fucking name out of it before your ass gets kicked out of the NBA. All right. and you be coaching for the WNBA in a little bit, bro. You know what I mean? Leave that shit alone. Let LeBron ride for what he ride for. You keep doing you. That's how I feel about it. Stop expecting everybody to jump on y'all's bandwagon,
yo. I didn't expect you to go that way. That was dope. Sorry, y'all. I got some. The fuck out of here. Fucking fly. Like the Winnebago man in this bitch. What the fuck is going on? It's the winter time. Die, motherfucker. All right. Anyway, bro, this is a really, really hard issue. He's right. Enes Kanter is right in terms of like the things he protesting against. But the fact that he called out LeBron, their biggest star, to be like, yo, nigga, you need to say this too. Bitch, you right. I understand where you coming from. And yes, it is like whole slavery type of thing. Yes. But LeBron is not out there like, yo, this company is like LeBron is not out there like, yeah, get them fucking Asians in there and make them make this fucking sneaker right now. Right. Like he ain't doing that. Like he's not like, and I'm sorry. Like that's just the way it is. It's not, that's the country that does that shit. Like those are those people over there. Like that's the problem. It's not LeBron. Like LeBron shouldn't be working with that fucked up organization. I can understand why people be mad at that. But LeBron is doing this shit for something different. He's trying to do it for black excellence and wealth because we don't have billionaires, which is a big fucking problem. Because the more black billionaires that we have, the more examples we have, the more power we have as a people, so we can stand up and we can have less Aubrey killers getting the fuck off. Because we can put our foot down and be like, yo, we about to shake the whole fucking United States. Kanter don't understand that shit. I mean, he's oppressed. He can't even go back to his hometown because his government trying to kill him. Because Enes Kanter came out against the Turkish government being some fucking killers. And they like, yo, we see you. We're going to send hitmen to come kill you.
Oh, shit.
He was on the run in he had to leave the New York Knicks because of that shit. Because they were trying to send hitmen to go kill this nigga.
Oh, wow.
So Enes Kanter is ready to die for his. So I give that nigga mad respect. So I ain't gonna even try to come at him. Because he cannot go home. He hasn't been home, my nigga. That ass. Can't go home. He's stuck here in America, nigga. They was trying to get him to get deported. The government was trying to get Enes Kanter to get deported back to Turkey. As soon as that nigga got on a plane, they would have been dead. They would have fucking murdered that nigga. So he's really he really has a good heart. And he wants to fight for social issues. And I think that's beautiful, bro.
Or maybe he should just shut the fuck up.
But that's like us being quiet for the BLM movement.
We ain't talking about us.
We ain't
talking about us, man. But the BLM movement is something that's needed for us. Like and we're doing this here. Like if he really cares so much, like he's talking about Turkey from afar. Like you're not there.
But he's from there, though.
I know.
And like he was able to escape and get out because that's the thing. This is my whole point is what I was saying. My whole point, just to wrap up quick, is like, Enes Kanter is not wrong. But him calling out LeBron James like that was kind of like you trying to get more clout for your issue. Yeah. I respect that. Fuck it. You know?
But couldn't that have been something that they like he could have pulled LeBron to the side for?
I think he did.
Trying to, but yeah, okay. All right.
Well, LeBron responded and said, that nigga saw me walking down the hallway before he sent out this tweet. He should have talked to me right then and there. He ain't say a goddamn thing. Right. Which, to me, that sound like some shit like, yo, I ain't know LeBron had that in him. That's on some fighting shit. Like, nigga, if you had a problem, you could have said it to my motherfucking face. But I don't think that's what Enes Kanter was trying to do. He's just trying to give more awareness to the issue. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Because this is not on LeBron. This is on Nike. And all the big companies that say fuck America and fuck American manufacturing to make a cheaper product so we can get more money off of it. We're going to go to China where it's real cheap. They do the same shit in Vietnam. They do the same shit in Venezuela. They do the same shit in Taiwan. They do the same shit all over. It's big companies, man. That's big business. That's the problem. It's not LeBron James. That's the issue. You trying to crucify LeBron, and he's just a black man that's trying to help other people. Not just black people, but other people. Like, what the fuck, dog? Like, don't do that, bro. You that's fucking whack. And I like Enes Kanter, but nigga, why you didn't say somebody else? Like, what's wrong with you? Right. Like, nigga, like, all the Nike shit you don't wore, bitch, you don't suck my dick. You fucking wearing Adidas. You don't think they do the same shit, you goofy?
Exactly.
Like, nigga, you're a goofy. Like, everything in your house is from China. You think that somebody got paid a living wage to make this shit? Don't lie, nigga. Like, let's keep it a buck. Like, even your house is made from steel from China. So if you really hate what the Chinese government do to their people, you need to live on a fucking street and not have a car or nothing. Because everything is from there. And that's a bigger issue that we need to always kind of keep in the back of our mind. China's eating our fucking lunch. My computer, the fucking, the web camera, the microphones, nigga. The only thing that's not from China that we are literally are not around right now is these shirts because they made from American manufacturers. But the cotton ain't from America. So there you go. So Enes Kanter, I feel where you're coming from, but you're your anger is directed at the wrong nigga.
Yeah, I don't, Enes Kanter, I don't know where you coming from. Like, it's cool that you stand for something, but keep people's names out of your fucking mouth and try to talk to him. Cause he could have had an ally. Maybe they could have talked about some shit, but he fucked up and went on social media or went on whatever the hell. So nah, man, I don't like that shit. And I hate the LeBron hate. I always stand here and stand for LeBron. So I don't like that shit.
Can I say one thing? I personally think LeBron James fucked Beyonce. I know it's totally off topic, but I'm pretty sure that happened.
I kind of think that Jay-Z and Rihanna smashed.
Oh, yeah, of course. She bought him a Patek Philippe. Say thank you for everything.
What? I mean, yeah, because he signed her, he put her on. You know what I mean?
I know it. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, but it's Rihanna. It's Rihanna. She got it.
I know that. I know that. But she's also a savage.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even be mad though if I was Beyonce. I'd be like, hey, man.
So wait, but you really think LeBron smashed B?
Yeah.
Why?
I just watched a lot of games when he was like with the Heat, and the way she be looking at that nigga, man. It's just if you look it up, it's a million memes of her just looking at him like that nigga was a fucking snack. So that's their business though. That's rich nigga business. You know what I mean? At that particular point, he's not even cheating no more. Everybody got billions. Everybody can buy everybody a house.
Yeah.
They ain't even cheating, nigga. It's just living. You know what I mean? It's just rich people weirdness. You know, they got them sex dungeons and shit. It's just rich people shit. You know what I mean? I can't wait to get mine. So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? It's rich people problems.
Wow.
So, all right, man. Like I said before, I don't know if we live streaming or not. But if we is, whoop-de-doo. If we not, we're going to post it up. Uno momento. Por favors.
Yep, no doubt.
So, Wayne, you mind closing this out, my G?
Not at all, man. Thank you guys for listening so very much to another episode of the You Feel Me podcast, man. We are everywhere your free podcasts are sold. We're on Apple, we're Stitcher, Spotify, we're on Amazon. Anywhere that you listen to your podcast, Overcast. We're definitely on Overcast. Y'all check us out on there as well. Watch our videos on YouTube. YouTube.com. Go ahead and put our name in. You Feel Me podcast, man. Excuse me. See our beautiful faces. That's who we are. You click on them. You watch them every Friday at 11 a.m. We'll drop a new video. We just dropped a new video last Friday. We'll drop a new video next Friday. Don't forget to pick up that new album 5 from Jimmy B. Fearless, man. That's on Apple. That's on Spotify, man. Go ahead and give him a listen there, man. Got a new album on the way coming out soon, man. Kobayashi coming out, ready to smack y'all in the faces again. And while y'all at it, go ahead and check out that new single, Cannibals. That's out now, man. Y'all go listen to that one as well, man. Thank you guys for everything. Questions at youfeelmepod.com, youfeelmepodcast.com. Please follow us on Twitter, You Feel Me Pod. We'll be wilding out on there as well. Is there anything else I'm forgetting, man? There's so many things, man. We're succeeding so much. I just forget. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, also Be Fearless merch. You can find the You Feel Me podcast hoodie. You can find the You Feel Me podcast short hoodie and a whole collection of a whole bunch of different clothes that I have created. And check it out. Like some shit. Right now we're giving 25% off. Black Friday we want to have 50% off sales. So if you want to wait till then, that's cool. Yeah. So that's it, man. I guess it's just time to say peace to the people.
All right. Peace, man. Thank y'all. We love y'all, man. And we'll see y'all next week.
Peace.